Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Potomac Curling Club hosting 2025 GNCC Club Playdowns. This is Draw 8. I'm Mindy Carlson. I will be with you this morning speaking on and off. We have two streams. We have this stream, which is the featured stream, which will show sheets B and C. We have a second stream, which features A and D. The commentary on both streams is the same. And I will be featuring mostly commentary on sheets B and C, but I will be talking about A and D as play development on there. Our teams today on sheet A is Team Barra versus Team English. On sheet B, we have Team Rzonca versus Team Gould. On sheet C, we have Team Atkinson versus Team K. Jackson. And on sheet D, we have Team Mooney versus Team Smith. I think I said this is draw 9. It's actually draw 8. The 8 a.m. draw. Draw 9 will be at noon today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to make them in our chat. Chat is public. Teams have just taken the ice, starting their slides. And they're still in their 1 minute setup time for about 10 more seconds, and then the leads will deliver the first stones. As with our past games, scores, in case you can't watch the entire game, all scores can be found at bonspieler.com/curldc. We'll be updating those scores at the end of each end as the teams hang their score, so you will be able to get very timely updates should you not be able to stick with us. sheet B, Gould asking for a draw behind. They had an excellent last stone draw this morning, made by this player. The skip in to help sweep the stone behind. That stone a little more exposed than they would like, and Team Rzonca going to ask for it to be taken out. Team Gould asking for a takeout. Looks like it's about a control up shot. I do have my stopwatch with me, so I will be timing some of these shots. Last night we had a PO8 shot that was 5.5 seconds. But it feels like it's a little early in the day for anything at that speed. Over on sheet C, Team Atkinson looking for the draw behind for their rock that's just in the 8-foot, and they're gonna get it. Team Jackson burying it back a little bit. It's not fully buried, and Team Jackson has been very precise with their hits. She's asking for a downweight takeout shot. Bump that red back while keeping their shooter around. Sheet A, Team English sitting 2 currently and looking to guard up their 2 points. Over on sheet D, Team Smith sitting 1 with Team Mooney knocking on the door, sitting 2 and 3. And Team Smith considering they're going to take out the shot that is in the top of the 12 of Team Mooney's. On sheet B, back to our feature sheet, Team Rzonca asking for a controlled downweight hit to draw behind that guard and pop back Gould's 1 in the back of the 4. Sweepers on it right away, keeping for line. And they're on the guard, unfortunately, just over curling a little bit. Peeling off the guard, keeping the shooter around to become a corner guard, a wide corner guard. But that does leave Gould's shot completely exposed, and they're going to put up a guard in the top 12. Over on sheet B, lovely draw by Team Jackson to sit shot, and Team Atkinson going to do a control down weight hit shot, looks like, maybe control, to catch the side of that and pop it out to the right so that they will, with the potential of sitting 5. This is Atkinson's first skip stone. Team Gould shots away. Sweepers on it right away and then called off. Gould not happy with that shot at all. But looks good to me. Like, I think it's going to go just about where they wanted it, perfectly buried. They maybe would have liked it a little deeper, but it is a counter. And Team Rzonca putting up their broom to peel that out. We're on sheet B. Atkinson removing their back stone and popping Jackson's yellow out to the side. Atkinson currently sitting 3 for sure, possibly 4, but probably 4 from my angle, but it's hard to know exactly where that yellow is. The cameras are pretty good. They're a little fish-eyed, so sometimes the edges, things are closer than they appear in the mirror. Around sheet B, peel 8 shot. Coming down the ice, sweepers on it to hold the line. He's going to get it just about nose and pop it back. Team Gould going to throw what looks like to be probably a staggered guard. Make it harder for Team Rzonca to do a nose hit again and pop their stone out the back. Sheet B. Kathy Jackson with a nice hit and rolled to the outside rather than to the inside from what she wanted, but looks like cutting Atkinson down to 3. And they're going to do a, looks like another draw to possibly guard up that draw pass. Holding the broom way outside. Looks like they're experiencing a lot of curl. Team Gould. Lovely draw, trying to get it buried and stagger. I like the position of that. Rzonca considering their options. They could draw around to on the left-hand side to sort of maybe wedge in there. Looks like they're considering a hit to try and double them out. Rather than pile more stones in. Over on sheet C, Atkinson with their final skips shot. Asking for Leena Hornlein to curl it. Oh, it's hanging way, way out there. Trying very hard to get it to curl more. It doesn't curl as much as they wanted it to, leaving their shot stone on the 4-foot totally exposed. Team Jackson is going to take full advantage of that. Looking at a way, could they possibly get to? No, I don't. They can't get to. Looking to use that stone. The 4-foot is backing and bringing in just a very light draw. Over on sheet B, Gould scoring 1 in that end. Jackson with her draw. It's hanging way out there. They might accidentally promote Atkinson's stone into scoring position. And they do. It looks like that's going to be 4. Let's see if they decide that they want to measure. Nope. To them, very clearly for Team Atkinson, a great way to start your first end.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Over on sheet D, hammer coming down the sheet. Team Mooney currently sitting 1. Team Smith hoping to draw in and pop that back, but not getting the curl that they expected. And it's a little heavy. So it looks like 1 for Mooney, though they didn't get it swept back far enough for their 2. And over on sheet A, they're already on their second end. And it looks like it was a score of 1 for Team Push. Welcome to our viewers. Oh, somebody's saying. Welcome to our viewers. We're happy to have you. Sheet B, very nice little tap back by Team Gould, although he doesn't seem happy with it. Wasn't as on the nose as he wanted. But Team Rzonca going to ignore it and throw up a corner guard. Team Atkinson, or Team Kathy Jackson, gonna put up a nice little corner guard. Beautiful draw by Team Barra to sit right on the button. On sheet A. And Team English asking for another, to follow that draw line right down the ice to sit right on it. Should be Team Gould with another draw, hoping to bury it right behind their guard. Skip coming out to give it a sweep. And it looks like it's going to drift in, not quite buried, but well into the top 12. Team Rzonca can start peeling guards now, and it looks like they're going to start doing that right away. Maybe he's considering his options. Normal weight peel. Looks like they're going to try for a double. They managed to get 1 and lose the shooter. Gould considering putting up another guard, possibly draw. I would draw behind, and it looks like that's what he's calling. in sheet C, Team Jackson, hoping to draw into the red on the back of the 12. Looks like it might over curl. Team Atkinson on it to sweep it back. So it was a little light and it over curled slightly. And Atkinson is going to ask for a hit and roll. Leena coming in with a control weight hit. And she makes it easily and gets a really lovely roll to where that rock has some backing. Jackson immediately putting up her broom, asking for a controlled down weight shot, possibly a hack weight shot. And then she'd be Team Gould. Team Rzonca peeling out Team Gould's shot, and now Gould would like that put back, but possibly in a better position, a little deeper in the house. Sweepers on it, trying to get it to bite into the house on that 12-foot. But they end up with a pretty solid center guard that is about half covering that rock in the back of the house. And Team Rzonca asking for a draw that will put them in right at the center of the 12-foot. The draw shot looking just about right to come into about the 8-foot. And they're double sweeping it to make sure it's buried. And they actually get it into the 4-foot, but it is completely open. We'll see if Team Gould decides that if they want to take it out, freeze to it, or ignore it, and they are going to deal with it. They're going to, about a control weight shot, probably hit with just a little bit of flop behind cover. This is the last Vices stone for Team Gould. Almost missed skip rocks. Over on sheet A, if you're watching that stream, Team Bear are currently sitting 3 and about to draw to sit 4 in the house. Vice Laura Yee with her draw weight shot coming down, being swept. Asking curl if you can. And it looks like it's going to drift in to sit about full 8, giving it a little sweep to help it on its way. Shot about halfway covering the shot in the back. And Emily English asking for her first skip stone. For her vice, Allison Kemp to hold her broom at a control up weight shot. To maybe do a little bit of a hit and roll on the shot that is just sitting, biting the 8-foot on the right-hand side. Back to our featured sheet, sheet C. Team Jackson putting their rock into a beautiful position behind cover, halfway into the 4-foot, just out counting Atkinson by 2-3 inches. Atkinson getting ready for her first skip shot, and they're going to do a run back of their red guard. first skip stone. Looks like a down weight control shot. I just need to get around that guard, which they do easily, but a nose hit, leaving the rock still exposed, and Rzonca is going to take advantage of that. Put up their own control hit shot, potentially get a little bit of a roll to go behind cover of their guard. See Atkinson's first skip stone wide. And an opportunity for Team Jackson to put another second stone into the 4-foot. Team Rzonca. Down weight hit shot coming. The skip shaking his head. He didn't like the way that that left his hand. Sweepers sweeping very hard. But that looked good to me. Got a little bit of a flop, so it's sitting about halfway behind cover, maybe a quarter behind cover. So Gould can definitely, very hittable stone if that's what they want to do. Nope, but doesn't look like that's what they want to do. They're going to do a draw. Over on sheet C, Team Jackson with a really lovely draw into the 4-foot, almost to the button. And Team Atkinson looking at what their options are. Looks like they're going to do about a hack weight hit on that and get a little bit of a roll behind. But I think if they sit nose, they're still totally exposed. They would like some cover. Over in sheet A, if you're following our secondary feed, we're down to our final skip stones. Team English with their skip's final stone, wanting to come in for a draw. Currently, Team Barra sitting 4, so they would really like to do a steal, or at least be in a position to cut Team Barra down to 1. Team Atkinson with a really great hit. They got the little bit of the roll, pushed Team Jackson's stone that was in the 4-foot over about 3 inches, and now it looks like to me that Atkinson is for sure sitting 1, possibly 2. Might be close enough for measuring, and it looks like Team Jackson for their final skips rock gonna do a run back, pretty long run back, but this team has been very precise. Kathy Jackson. The rock is way. Pretty good clip, faster than control weight. Holding for line. Oh, just misses the guard. And they managed to eke out 1 point. Really excellent hit by Team Jackson. sheet B, Rzonca scoring on that last one, but I'm going to wait for them to put up the numbers. A 1 point for Rzonca. Then we're on sheet D. Smith currently sitting 1, with Mooney again knocking on the door, sitting 2 and 3. This is Team Smith's hammer shot. They are lining up their draw weight path. They're a little heavy last time. And there is a considerable number of guards to draw around. So we'll see what Nick Smith, skip up the team, is able to do.
Let's go this way. Let D-line win.
That's okay too. Take guard.
Keep going straight. Keep going straight.
Go then, curl.
Keep going straight. Freezing right now. Keep going straight.
Over on sheet D, Nick Smith's attempt draw just light, very light. And they end up with 1 point in the second. We're on sheet A, Team Barra scoring 4 at that end.
I hope we can get there. Get out this way. Lights tight. Bryan, go back. You gotta go low back to line. All right, line's good now. You're good.
Over on sheet B, Team Rzonca coming in with a draw behind. Looks like it might be a little heavy. Team Gould gonna sweep that back. And it looks like it's gonna just sit full 12 in the back of the house, behind plenty of cover, but definitely something that they could draw down to if they wanted. Team Gould gonna draw right behind into the top of the floor. Good morning to everybody who's joined us. We're glad to have you. Team Gould's draw. The sweepers have been off it the whole time. Now they're asking for curl. And then call them off. It looks like it's going to just bump Team Roncha's stone back. Enough separation that they can knock it out if they need to, but it is fully buried. And Team Ronca asking for a draw behind. Sheet A, Team Bear currently sitting 2, Team English. Gonna start removing some guards now, I think. And they managed to move Peel one guard, move another guard to be a corner guard, but they do leave a pretty high center guard. Looks like it's about a 1. But it does leave Team Paris Stones somewhat exposed. They are going to replace that guard. Over at sheet C, Team Kathy Jackson going to come in. They're going to remove that biter from the top of the 12. And hopefully stick around, maybe just get a little tiny flop over to sit a little bit more behind cover. Made it very nicely around that guard and more of a roll than they wanted to. And it's still going to stick around in the full 12 with backing. Skip Atkinson going to call for a control up heel weight shot from her second Leena. And it's going to wick off the guard. Unfortunately, too narrow. And Team Jackson going to put up a draw into the 12-foot behind that guard. Over on sheet B, might be going to see a double takeout by Team Gould of the two of Rzonca's stones in the top of the 12. I'm going to get a time on this shot because I think it's going to be real fast. They said normal weight. That was about 8.7 seconds. And he quite handily doubles those out. And sits at right at the top of the 4-foot. It's a removable rock, but there is backing. So you'd have to hit it just nose or slightly left. Not to remove your own stone. Rzonca stone coming in. Oh, over curls, and it's going to pop theirs back. It's going to remove one of Gould's stones from the back 12, but the shooter also goes with it. Over on sheet D, the Mooney-Smith game. Nick Smith currently sitting 1 with his yellow in the back of the 4-foot, about halfway under cover. And Team Mooney currently throwing a draw shot. Looks very, very light. It's going to pile up and on that sort of train line of guards up the center. And Nick Smith asking for a draw right into the top of the 4, just biting into the 4. He wants to follow that draw path. His vice, Melvin Shaw, very capable. Asking for the top 8 weight. Nick asking for it to let it curl. And now sweepers on it, straighten it out. Asking for it to be hard. It comes up short, but it does guard up the stone that Nick has in the back pretty effectively. And Team Mooney asking for a run back. Over in our feature sheet, Team Rzonca currently sitting 1 barely. Team Gould right there in the top of the 4 next to him. And Team Gould looking at perhaps a little bit of a tap back. Tap backs are really finicky shots. Takes a lot of precision and finesse. If you hit it too hard, you could accidentally shoot it out the back. If you hit it at the wrong angle, it may not go where you want it to. Team Gould throughout the tournament, Skip has been very thoughtful about their shots, taking a while to discuss things with his vice. Each team does get 1 timeout during the game, and if we go into 9 ends, they are each entitled to 1 timeout, whether they use their timeout during the first 8 ends or not. Looking at the time, Team Gould's time right now at 20 minutes, 36 seconds. So they do have plenty of time. This is only the end of the 3rd.
I see almost all. You want to play that? Yeah. Probably.
Over in sheet A, if you're watching that, Team Bear with their last skip stone coming in, and then Team English will have hammer. And on sheet B, Team Gould with their first skip stone. On sheet C, Team Jackson with their last skip stone. Team Atkinson has hammered that end. And on sheet D, just gonna start our skip stones. Team B, sheet B, Team Gould sweeping hard, kicking Rzonca's shot stone out, and now they are sitting 1, with their shooter rolling a little further than they would have liked it to roll. That leaves Rzonca with a tap back. On sheet C, Team Atkinson sitting 2. They do have hammer, so Jen Atkinson going to try to draw in for 3. Over on sheet A, Skip Emily English looking for a very precise shot through a port, it looks like, to try and either cut Merrett a 1 or to take 1 herself. She does have hammer. Over on sheet C, Atkinson with a beautiful draw, and they're going to score their 3. Over in sheet A, sweepers on for Emily English's hammer shot. It's going to make it, oh, it's going to crash on the guard, and it's going to leave Team Bear with 2, a steal of 2. Over on sheet B, Rzonca is sitting 1 currently. Managed to have a nice tap back. Team Gould. They have an interesting decision to make. They can draw in for 1. They do not have hammer, so they're going to do a takeout and try and double those out to leave Rzonca to a force of 1. And over on sheet D, we have Team Mooney with their first skipstone. And they are going to try and draw in. Over on sheet D, Team Mooney stone away. You're going to see it enter your picture any second now. Sweeper's on it to straighten it out. It's going to crash on that guard, unfortunately. But it does open up the draw path a little wider for them for their hammer shot. Over on sheet B, Team Gould still discussing. They have not called a timeout. Over on sheet D, Team Smith also having a long discussion about what to do. They would love to put one right at the quarter of the 4 foot. Although I would probably throw up another guard on the draw path that Mooney had just tried, but they might be seeing that their draw path is a better option. All right, over on sheet B, Gould has made their decision for their final skipstone, and they are going to stick with the double takeout. All right, Sweeper's on it. Hard for line. Over curled just a little bit, but they did manage to take out one Rzonca stone and move the other one so that it is sitting second shot. And Rzonca now with the decision, do they try and take out the yellow on the left in the 8 foot that is pretty well buried but hittable, or do they draw in for a 1? Over on sheet D, Nick Smith's draw more of a guard. And Team Mooney is going to try and draw in on that side, tap Nick Smith's shot back, and perhaps at 2. Back on our action on sheet B, Rzonca going to come in with a draw and try and take their 1. If they miss, Gould will steal 1. Sweeper's on it right away. Say it's got to be full 8. Oh, it's got to come. And they have it. Oh, do they though? We might have, I can't tell from my vantage point. They might decide to measure. Yep, measure, technical timeout. One of our officials, Rob Young, out there immediately with our measure. Bravo, measure on Bravo. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't. Over on sheet D, looks like Team Smith stealing 1 in that end. Over on sheet B, Rob Young getting ready to start his measure. Rob Young allowing the Vices to observe the measurement. And Rob's head is right in the way, so I can't even see how the line is moving. He seems to be indicating that it is yellow. And it is yellow. So that is 1 for Gould. Over in sheet C, Team Atkinson sitting 1, Jackson sitting 2nd shot, and Team Jackson coming in with a downweight hit shot. Just gonna maybe freeze. Oh, it's gonna over curl and sit behind the tee, but still in the 4-foot. So they are sitting shot. They are not buried, but they do have backing. But Team Atkinson is going to call a control weight hit shot. Hit it just to the left and have it shoot out the right. I believe all my scores are updated and correct. After the conclusion of this 4th end, there will be a 4th end break as the players finish, and they all seem to be astonishingly close in their gameplay and flow. So we will have a staggered break happening. Over Sheet Team Atkinson with a nice control weight takeout. And Team Jackson gonna come in and sort of freeze on it staggered. Sweepers on it. Sheet B, Gould asking for a tap back. Sweepers on it for line. Skip coming out. They're going to brush their guard and also bite into the 12. That one's going to be about 90% buried. So let's see what Ronka decides to do. Those are pretty flat. They're not exactly a doubleable. So it looks like he's asking for control weight, nose hit. Sweeper's called off. Yep, and he's going to get a perfect nose hit. Team Gould going to draw behind their cover through that port. Sorry, looks like I have a incorrect score on sheet B. Gould has scored 1 and stolen 2. I'm going to fix that right now. So sorry. Gould's got to be happy with that draw. Shout out all houses very quickly for you guys. We're gonna go back to the PC. See if I can get the. I'm trying to correct the house view on B. Nope. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go into a different program. So just bear with me. Sorry, everybody. I'm just trying to get the feed correct. Hopefully that worked. Nope, that did not work. All right, I'm gonna have to go in and do something else. Sorry, just bear with me until I figure out. Nope, that didn't work either. There we go. Thank you for sticking with me on that while I went deep into the computer and readjusted some cameras. Somebody do something. I just heard somebody yell on the ice. All right, let's go over all 4 sheets. Sheet A. Barra just scored 1, and they're going to go into their 4th end break. Steal of 1, bringing their score 7-1. On sheet B, we have Gould currently sitting 1, and with Ronca's, I think, first vice stone coming in, and oh, just flashing past. Gould with an opportunity. They're going to guard up their shot with their last vice's rock. Sheet C. Jamie, what did they score in sheet C for the 4th? 1 yellow. All right, Team Jackson scoring 1 in the 4th. They're going to go on their 4th end break. And then on sheet D, we have Nick Smith sitting 1 currently, sitting 1, 3, and 4, with Mooney having their having 2nd stone right at the top of the 4. They're going to throw the first skip rock. And it looks like they're holding it for a draw, probably to the 8-foot to help block that draw path and protect their shot. Let's see what Nick Smith can do with his first skip stone. Nick Smith's skip stone away. Sweepers are on it for line. Over on sheet B, we have Ronca's stone. Oh, just crashing on the guard. But a nice split. And they're going to sweep it in to just bite onto the 8-foot over on the right-hand side. But Gould, if I were him, I would be throwing a guard, biting onto the 12-foot. Looks like that might be what they're going to do. We're on sheet D. Looks like T. Mooney is going to draw it. Nick Smith's draw just coming into the 12-foot, but not quite as wide as they want it. But it is a very nice card. Sheet B, here comes Gould with his first skip stone. Sweepers calling 2, and they're on it for line. Both sweepers on. Still saying it's going to be a 2 guard. It's curling a lot. It's going to be just past, just got the tiniest bit of wick on it to straighten it out, and it's going to be biting on the 12, but way further right than they wanted it to be. Team Ronca with an opportunity to take out that shot stone. Over on sheet D, Team Mooney with a tap back. They're going to tap their rock back, and it's not quite going to be far enough. Team Smith still sitting 1, but it does make it very hard for Smith to score 2, especially since Smith doesn't have hammer. This is their last skip stone coming in. They are worried about tapping that rock up. So they're going to guard the draw path over on the left-hand side. On sheet B, Ronca coming down with a control weight takeout. It looks like it's going to hit and roll. And it's just going to be biting on the 8-foot, so Ronca currently sitting 2, and Gould going to draw in with their last skip stone. Ronca does have hammer on this, so they need to make sure that the shot that they throw is well buried and hard to get to. So they're going to draw behind the cover of those 2 guards on the left. Team Atkinson and Jackson back on the ice on sheet C. Soon to be joined on also on sheet A. Baron English back on the ice. Sheet D, Nick Smith into the hack. They changed the direction of their draw. They're going to draw from the right-hand side. They're more worried about that potential danger from a tap on that. Team Gould's final stone just coming into view. And looks like they're going to tap it back, but it's going to be really hard. And an opportunity here for Ronca to score 3. corner shot coming now on sheet B from Team Rzonca. They just need to bite or even hit full 12, and they will have 3. Sweepers off. It's there. And yep, and they have 3 on sheet B. Rzonca coming back in the 4th to tie it up. They enter their 4th end break. Over on sheet D, Team Moody's shot coming in, not enough, just wicks it a little bit. Nick Smith is going to be stealing 1 as they go into their 4th end break. They are up 3-1. Scores at the 4th end. We have Team Barra 7, English 1 on sheet A. Sheet B, we have Rzonca and Gould tied at 3. On sheet C, we have Atkinson at 7 over Team Jackson 2. And on sheet D, we have Team Smith 3, Moody 1. Over on sheet C, Team Jackson with a very nice corner freeze. But it is a hittable shot, and Atkinson is going to put her broom up for a control weight hit from her second Leena Hornlein. Jackson with a nice guard. You can see about a quarter of that stone. T-Mac. Leena's saying I'll hit room this time. So Team Atkinson going to do a nose, or no, peel of the guard. Sweepers on it for line. And it's going to be a beautiful shot by Leena. Can't quite get the shot stone out, but it is totally exposed. Kathy Jackson asking for a draw behind of that center guard. Over at sheet A, Team English currently sitting 1. That is mostly in the 8-foot in the back of the house. And Team Barra looking to draw down onto it. Beautiful draw by Team Jackson on sheet C. It is half exposed. And Vice Amber Will is going to throw a control weight takeout. right past the guard, and it's beautiful takeout. Just nudges their own stone a little bit, and skip Kathy Jackson going to do another draw behind. Stones away. Sweepers are on it. Very lightly, just cleaning. Oh, nope, now they're on trying to get it to curl. On it, looks like it's starting to die at the end. And it is a quarter buried, very hittable. Yep, and Skip Atkinson calling for a normal weight takeout by her vice. Oh, just past the guard. I thought for sure it was going to hit. Beautiful sweeping by Jackie and Leena. But that shot, the rock is completely exposed, and Skip Kathy Jackson going to take it out and maybe get a little bit of a flop behind the guard. Team Gould and Rzonca back on the ice. Team Smith and Mooney also back on the ice. And Team Gould and Rzonca just exchanging some hits. Back on sheet C, Skip Kathy Jackson in the hack, ready to throw a control weight takeout, hoping for just a little bit of a flap behind the guard. Oh, just past the guard. Taking it out and getting more of a roll than they anticipated or hoped for. Team Atkinson looking at potentially taking that rock out, or perhaps doing a draw into the forefoot. Yep, looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to draw into the forefoot there on the right to prevent that rock from being promoted. And also sit shot. Team Atkinson in the hack for their first skip shot of the end. All right, sweepers on it. Asking for curl. Needs to be there. Vice coming out to add a little bit of sweeping. Beautiful shot. 75% buried. Team Jackson does not like that stone there. They are going to throw, looks like a back 12. Oh, like a backline weight hit, maybe hack weight hit. A wrenchy day if you're watching Team Barra discussing their options, teaming English currently sitting 1. Looks like they're calling for a hit. Take that stone out. They'll have to draw, they'll have to get behind a guard. Over on sheet C, Team Jackson's attempted a hit, just nudges it over, I think, to actually where Team Atkinson wanted that rock in the first place. It is now well buried and hard to remove. And they're going to draw behind that rock for their final skip stone. And this will be hammer for this end. All right, shots away. GNCC. Sweeper's not sweeping at all. Starting to curl. Maybe a little bit heavy, but it just needs to be full 8, and they've got 2 points. Team Atkinson with a good start to their end. Now up 9-2 over Team Jackson. Over on sheet A, Emily English coming out with her hammer shot, trying to score 1 point. Just crashing and coming up shy. That's going to be 2 points for Team Merrett, taking them up to 9-1. Over on sheet D, we have Team Smith currently sitting 3. Team Mooney coming in with a low weight hit shot. Sweepers are on it. They're gonna just flash by. Oh, that was so close. The sweepers did such a great job trying to keep that line straight. And Nick Smith immediately gonna plug up that draw pass. So over on sheet B, we've had a little bit of a hit show over here. Both teams putting something into the house, the other team immediately taking it out. Now we're on our first skip stone for Team Rzonca, and they're going to draw into the house. Sheet D, Team Smith currently sitting 4. And Team Mooney asking for a hit and roll. Sheet B, Ronca's first skip stone coming into view of the house. And it is a very nice center guard. And Team Gould going to immediately draw behind it for their first skip stone. Over on sheet D, Team Mooney getting a beautiful hit and roll, exactly what they wanted. Well buried, very hard to remove, cutting Nick Smith down to potentially 1 point. Nick Smith going down for his first skip stone. And looking to draw into the 4-foot. Around sheet B. Gould's draw, beautiful, well buried, right at the button, just before the tee line. Just turning up the ice noise a little bit. Sounds like Team Rzonca wants to do a little bit of a tap back hit and set. And sweepers immediately on, calling for line. Looks like Rzonca may have been a little narrow coming out. Just needed to get around that guard, and it's going to, and now they're going to bury it. Beautiful little tap back to send Gould's shot into the back 12. It's about halfway buried, and Gould is going to immediately do about, try and do about a hack weight hit shot. On sheet D, if you're watching our secondary stream, Team Mooney going to do a draw with their first skip stone. Trying to cut Nick Smith from 1 to none and perhaps at 2. Over on Gould. Team Gould immediately calling for sweep. Handily around the guard. It's just going to tip Team Rzonca's rock, and it's going to stick around. So that is 2 for Gould, an impressive amount of sweeping. And they're up 5-3. Bo, what'd you need? Message retracted. I feel unloved, Bo. Over on sheet D, Nick Smith with his final skip stone. Just gonna draw in, block that draw path. Sheet C, beautiful peel takeout by Team Atkinson. We'd like to keep that house as clean as possible. Team Jackson asking for a draw. Team Jackson. All 3 of them out there sweeping it in. It's going to be full 12, but it's totally exposed. Team Atkinson going to do a hit and roll to the right where they have some backing behind them. Check Discord. Oh my God. strategy. Looks like they're going to come around on the right-hand side and try and tick Nick Smith's stone out of the forefoot to try and sit 2. That is 1 for Nick Smith. Back to our feature sheets, B and C. On sheet B, we have Team Rzonca with 1 in the house and 1 drawing in. And on sheet C, Team Jackson asking for a nice draw to sit on the one in the back. All 3 of them on it to get the line in the distance. And perfectly well executed.
Nice sweep, Bryan.
Let's see. Over on sheet C, Atkinson with her first skip stone. She's going to come in and try and remove Jackson's shot. Over on sheet A, if you're watching that one, Team English with some pretty excellent strategy, now sitting 3, forcing Skip Gould to try for at least a 1 peel, possibly a double takeout. Take out a little bit of a baby roll to it. Excellent sweeping. And Team Rzonca wanting to freeze up against it with their last seconds stone. Sheet C, Team Jackson with their first skip stone, asking for a draw in. Over on sheet A, Nicole Barra with a great double takeout. And Skip Emily English coming in for her first skip stone to take that out and hopefully roll a little bit behind cover. Team Jackson throwing up a beautiful guard. And Team Atkinson going to draw behind it with their last skip stone. Team Gould with a great takeout, and they're lose the shooter as it rolls out. They're still sitting 1, but there's plenty of stones left to go. Team Atkinson with their final skip stone. Sweepers on it immediately, saying that it's about a 2 or a 3 weight. Oh, and it hogs. Oh, so disappointing. And Team Jackson with an opportunity to draw for 1. Although they could try and do a spin split on the guard to maybe have it roll in for 2, but it doesn't look like they're even considering that. They're just going to do a old-fashioned draw. Over on sheet A, Team Barra making some pretty crucial hits and now sitting 1. And Team English going to throw a control weight nose hit to get the force of 1. And handshakes on sheet C. Jackson unfortunately flashing to 0 out that end, and Shakes. Fantastic game. Highly entertaining. Team Jackson, a formidable opponent. And we'll see them back here after. Over on sheet A, we also have handshakes. Team English scored 1 and so Team Barra victorious with a score of 9-2 over Team English, and on sheet C, Team Atkinson victorious over Team Jackson with a score of 9-2. So identical scores in our 2 women GNCC Playdown games. So I am going to do some finagling. So I'm gonna leave the secondary stream running as it has been running so that you can get a better view of sheet D. But what I'm gonna do over here is I am going to do, I'm gonna give us the house of sheet D and do more of a feature on sheet B where we follow the action a little more closely, but we will be able to see the house on sheet D. That's good with people. Let me know if you'd like something, a different view, please let me know. Calling for a takeout. Hitting a roll. Team Rzonca putting the broom down. Gonna hope for a nose hit. Or maybe a little roll to the left. Over on sheet D, beautiful guard set up for Team Smith to cover their 2 that they're currently sitting. take out in a little bit of a roll. Unfortunately, it does not stick around.
Straighten out of here, right? Exactly. You got it. That's what we just said.
And that is a blank end. And they'll go into the seventh, score 5-3. Gould over Rzonca. Over on sheet D, Nick Smith's first skipstone coming down the ice. Saying that it's about a 3 sweep. Sweeper, Steven Enochson, just lightly sweeping, just enough to clean it. Called off. And it's going to be a really nice 2 guard.
We all cheered for it, so that helps.
You know, we all cheered for it. All right. The 7th end here on sheet B. Gould out sweeping. Sweepers on it hard. Really wanting a corner guard. Looks like it's going to go right into the house right here at the center. Oh, full 12. That's great. Rzonca going to draw behind. Corner guard for Rzonca.
He says, rather be through than guard. Yeah, we're fine.
Since they have hammer, that's great strategy. Gould wanting a draw behind. Yeah. Asking for curl. Looks like it's going to be back 12. Rzonca burying it. So it's actually full 8, totally exposed. Rzonca asking for a draw behind their corner guard cover. Very nicely buried. All right, let's see what Gould decides to do. A bumper weight hit shot he's asking for. Calling sweepers on immediately for line.
Matt, everything you got.
Oh, Matt, everything you've got?
Hard, Matt. Hard, Matt.
Sweeping very hard. And they unfortunately promote it into the house and tap their own rock back, but is completely exposed. Expect Rzonca's going to want to put up a... Oh, hit and roll. Okay.
Control's fine.
You can see the time behind. Plenty of time for both teams.
Dion! Hard, Dion! Hard! Straight! Hard!
run sheet D, you're going to see Team Moody's hammer shot just crashing the guards. It's going to be 2 for Team Smith. Oh, whoops. I forgot to update that. Oh, so sorry. I was updating some scores online. And nice hit and roll by Team Gould. They're going to lose the shooter, and Team Rzonca is going to
This, roll over here. All right.
Yep.
Nose is okay too. Just can't be on the high side.
Yep, hit and roll.
If you ever think you're outside, it's okay on this side. Wide's okay.
I'm going to turn up the ice noise a little bit so we can hear kind of what the skips are saying. Very nice double takeout. But unfortunately, the wrong colors of stones for them. Big opportunity for Team Gould. They're going to throw a 8-foot guard, basically.
Gotta get it in. Has to be here.
That's a tough line out there, Ryan. Doesn't fucking move at all. Yeah, backed up.
Down two's okay.
Yeah.
Put it in.
95? Yeah. Take it off, dude. Yeah.
Gould asking for a biting guard.
Also narrow.
Straight. Straight. Yeah. Just 10. Yeah. 10-5. Good job.
shot, not the tap.
He had 85. I think it was close to 80. I was like that. Ready? Yep. All the way. Hard. Looks good. No, not a night. No.
Close. I'm not sure who is. Looks like they're going to call for a measure, but they haven't signaled for a technical timeout yet. Not sure. Not sure who they decided was the closest on that. Rzonca scoring 2 in that end. Bringing it back up to a tie. Over on sheet D, Team Smith with their first skipstone. Melvin Shaw calling for a sweep immediately out of hand. Smith currently sitting 4 on sheet D. And Mooney looking at how they can possibly double or triple any of those out. This will be Mooney's first skipstone. Nice little center guard there for Team Rzonca. Team Gould gonna draw behind.
Hard line.
Nice draw behind for Team Gould. About halfway buried. Team Rzonca gonna hit it out. Oh, freeze to the front a bit. Over on sheet D. Team Mooney with a beautiful draw right to the button. And
Positive.
not sure what the call is over on Team Smith. Possibly freeze two. Tap back a little bit maybe.
Just freeze around.
Right.
Beautiful shot by Team Rzonca. Team Gould calling their own freeze, looks like. Right over on sheet D. Skip Nick Smith with his final skip stone. Melvin Shaw calling his sweepers on. About to enter your screen right about now. All the way, they're saying, all the way. And shorter than they wanted it to be. But definitely could be a run back. Oh, except that was Nick Smith's last stone. This is hammer shot. Currently Mooney sitting 1. They're going to draw in for 2. Let's see if they can make it. So the ice conditions are cooling off a little bit because there are 16 people that are not in the ice shed, so the ice is going to start running a little bit slower than they've been used to all game. And they're going to have to adjust for that. And Team Mooney, unfortunately, flashing it through the house, but they are going to get 1. Timeout called on sheet B. I'm going to turn up the ice noise. Maybe we can hear what they're saying. And over on sheet D, we are in the 8th end with a score Smith 6, Mooney 2. This is the 8th end. Rzonca would really like to be able, or let's give you a house view for right now. Gould is sitting 1. Rzonca has 2 that are promotable. Looks like they're concerned about guarding it up.
But this red needs one here. Split these out for nose. Oh, over the top? Is that session?
This sends this one definitely back here, and then sends it back to here. Or off, if we're clear.
I like clear.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Let's go,
Normal? Yeah.
let's go back line. Sweep. Hair down. Light. Sweep. Sweep. Hard. Hard.
Okay.
Yeah, just 9. Yeah, worry about the kill first. Can I throw his head? You want to throw his head?
So Team Gold choosing to do a peel of the guard rather than perhaps put a yellow in between those two reds. And Team Rzonca going to throw the draw.
Come on, guys.
Look, the sweepers on it hard. It looks really light to me. I don't think it's going to get there. Oh, maybe it is. And it is tapping it back, but it's not going to be enough of a tap back. Team Gould. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what they want to do. What are they doing? They're going to peel another guard that is promotable rather than throw a yellow in between those two reds. But I'm sure it'll work out just fine. Sometimes you need to throw, you have to know your players and what their best throw is. And it's possible that this player's best throw is a peel and they accidentally promote it, but it is not shot. Sitting second, but it is very promotable. And if I'm, this is Ronca's first by stone. So we've got plenty of stones left to play with. Let me turn the ice noise up again.
I'm thinking 3's here. Give a lot, Bryan.
Really nice. That's good stuff.
I'm thinking 3's here, or even here. That one's out. Do that now. Yeah, it's out. Oh yeah, it doesn't go in any further than that. Bump it? Bump it. Try it, right? Problem is.
I believe that Team Ronca does have a timeout that they can call should they want to.
No, we don't want to bump it. No, I don't want to bump it.
All right, they're just going to guard it up. And turn the ice noise back down a little bit. I do enjoy having the ice microphone so that we can hear strategy talk. All right. Vice Dion Warr getting ready to deliver his first stone. Over on sheet D, Nick Smith just trying to keep the sheet clean. Not give Mooney any chances to score. Soon it will become mathematically impossible for Mooney to score and the game will be over. And they nudge in Gould's yellow to make it even more shot.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So, they makes it very hard to guard because red can get to it from both different directions, as Bryan Dauernheim next to me, timing, pointed out. So it looks like they're going to do a run back double and hopefully split the red stones out and leave their stone there with Ronca's red rock sort of frozen up against them, which is a gutsy shot. And they end up peeling their guard. And let's see what Ronca's going to do. Yeah, they're going to come in from either side and knock that yellow out. And handshakes over on sheet D. And Minnie runs out of rocks. So handshakes and congratulations to Team Smith. Oops. Oops. Sorry, I'm doing technological stuff and not doing the hack. All right, Rzonca in, sweepers on it heavily. They need to push. They're going to be a little light. And they just promote the yellow further, making it hard. They could come up from the right-hand side. Hey, Henrique, you want to join me? Nope. He's going to go and talk to his son, who just played on Team Smith. All right. Let me give you the house view. Gould trying to decide what they want to do. So many red stones in that house with their lone yellow. They need to throw up a guard to help create more angles in the house that will deflect away from their rock. Frankly, I'd like to see them throw up a guard over on the left-hand side, because I feel like that side is pretty exposed. I'm going to give us a house view of sheet C, 30% house. Oh, wait, B. B, 30% house. Okay. So there you have the house view for sheet B. Yellow does not have any timeouts left.
So, let's go, Burns, what, 340?
I'm going to turn up the ice noise so we can hear what they're saying.
Actually, let's go 340.
Yellow has 3 minutes left,
Try to get to the inside
so they've got time to talk this
without
through.
pickling the 3.
So they wanted to create a line of 3, he said. We're going to see how this works.
You ready, Jake?
Last Vice is stone.
Straight! Straight! Whoa! Up! Jake! Keep going, Jake. That's fine.
Good job.
Really nice outcome. But now if I'm Rzonca, I'm going to come from the left-hand side. Rzonca still has a timeout. They only have 1 minute and 17 seconds left. They could call a timeout if they wanted to.
Watch the clock.
I just heard him say, watch the clock.
Good shot, Matt.
Yeah.
Am I correct that Rzonca still has a timeout? They do still have their timeout. This is Skip's first rock. They might be going to want to save their timeout in case they need it for the next rock. Down to 46 seconds. The timer will stop as soon as that rock crosses this T line. So he's got 38 seconds left for his next shot.
Yes,
Not a lot of time.
Yes. Yes.
Not enough weight on that. And they end up just creating another guard for Gould. So if I'm Gould, I'm going to throw a guard over on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Did it? Oh yeah. I didn't see it. My head was buried.
All right. They'd like to guard on the center line and prevent the tapbacks
So here's a question. Do I ever?
or shenanigans. They're also looking at the in-off.
No, I take it on myself too. I'm hoping they hit it. Yeah.
They need to throw a guard just to the left of the center line.
Yeah.
You ever like that?
They have 2 minutes left on their clock and no timeouts. So they've got some time to talk about this. This is their last rock.
Good question. Let's go half.
Okay, they're going to draw and create a, looks like a 3.5 guard, possibly 4 in the house. We'll see what happens. Nicely done.
Minute 30.
Everybody conscious of their time.
Minute 30. We're good.
Minute 30, we're good. And but Rzonca, 38 seconds. They're gonna have to either call a timeout and do some talking, prevent themselves from being eliminated, losing the game strictly off the clock.
Jake!
Yeah, but they do have a timeout left.
Jake! Hard line! Hard line!
It's just a matter of
Hard
if
line!
they remember that.
Hard line! Up!
Good shot, Brady.
There we go. It's just going to drift in right on the center line. I love where that is. Yep, and they immediately call the timeout. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just timeout so that they have 1 minute. So they do have walking time. And then they have a walking time of, I think, 45 seconds walking time, and then they will get their 1 minute timeout. So they've got basically a minute and 45 seconds. And the walking time is if they had a coach in the warm room to come out. But I'll be...
It's off a nose, because you need to... I don't love that.
Are we finessing or are we hitting?
Brady. You gotta hit it. You gotta move a ton of stone.
Control?
I mean, this is the... Yeah, because this is the tricky one, right? You can't...
You have to hit high side. You have to get high side.
Is it there? I don't know.
Is it so thin that just...
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm still voting for pick.
Okay.
Forward weight, half weight.
I'm like in there.
There?
Right, got it cleared.
Yeah. Back line? Back line is us, right? Well, no, hack.
Hack. I mean, the in-off's there, but it's no easier.
Because you don't know where to put the broom
Yeah.
at all. It's not even a question.
No pressure. This one's just for all the marbles.
All day.
65.
All day.
How's that?
Yeah, no, I see it. I just don't know.
That's the easy shot.
I'm good with it.
Whoa!
Whoa. Hack! Hack!
Yes, this one.
Get back!
Oh, and they just flashed by. Gould is going to score 1. And handshakes all around.
That one was probably your best. I think that was your best opportunity.
Very exciting game.
It's a tough one, though.
The problem is this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so hard. That's the story of our week. It's been a very bad time.
Well done. Well done to Team Gould.
You definitely had a chance.
Very exciting game. We'll be back at
She
noon.
had finished wanting to finish, right? But I had told her jump on.
So from Potomac Curling Club, GNCC Club Playdowns, Mindy Carlson. I will have Bryan and Paul Lucioni joining us at noon for the noon draft. Have a great day.